My name is Kathy Noah, and I'm the editor of the Mail Tribune in Medford, Oregon, and I've been here since 1999, but I just became editor last September. Medford is a thriving community. I think it's growing because it's got a beautiful climate, it's got a beautiful area, and it's the business and shopping center of the Rogue Valley. We've had to pull back our coverage quite a bit since our cutbacks over the last few years. So we used to cover south of Medford in Ashland and Northern California. We used to cover the coast. We used to have somebody at the Capitol when the legislature was in session. And now we pretty much stick to Jackson County.
We're a local newspaper. That's our primary function. We cover what's happening in the at the city council, at the county commissioners, land use issues, crime, the business community, all those things that you cover as a newspaper.
Another big story for us was a guy who happened to be in the Walmart parking lot with his horse in a trailer, and a woman started screaming that somebody was stealing her bicycle. So he got on his horse and he chased down the bicycle thief and lassoed him to the ground. That went huge.
I do a lot of statewide issues, but with local angles, like suction mine dredging and salmon habitat. I was the first guy to write about endangered species application to salmon 27 years ago. And in terms of outdoor stories, one of the rules of thumb is if people from Medford can get there on a tank of gas, they're going to go recreate there. So that's kind of the boundary I use. We went from a subsidiary of Dow Jones for decades, and we knew these people. They came every year. And then we were sold to Rupert Murdoch, and that was fine for a while because he didn't really pay much attention to us. Then we were sold to a hedge fund, and that was definitely a big downside. So we did whatever we thought was good as long as the numbers came out, but it was very soulless. And like I wrote when Steve bought the paper, we went from a hedge fund to a human.
Stephen's vision for this new approach to this newspaper is to have more of a conversation with the community, as opposed to, sitting in our ivory tower and pontificating to the community. We want to involve them more in the conversation.
We will still have a print edition. It will be redesigned, but we will also be in television, in podcasts. We are going to transform this company so that you will get news however you want it. If you want to read it, you will have a print edition or the web edition. If you want to see it, you can see it on video. Reporters will be doing a lot more stand-up kinds of videos. And if you want to hear it while you're working out on your with your headphones, there will be podcasts. So I think we're working toward a 24/7 newsroom too.
The evolution of this business has eaten some of us alive. The rest of us just look at it as fun and new and engaging. And I'm part of that group.
No matter who has owned us over the years, whether it's some corporation in New York or some corporation someplace else in the country, we are the people who run the Mail Tribune, the people who produce it every day, are part of this community. We live here. We live here just like everybody who reads the paper, and we care about this valley just as much as or more than anybody else does. So the fact that we have this owner or that owner really doesn't make that much difference.
Size doesn't matter. It's the job you have within the building, the readership you develop for yourself, and the kind of fun you decide to have on your beat is way more important than your zip code.